gentlemen, welcome back to more KRP. If you guys are new around here, Modern Warfare 2 just came out and I've been pumping out videos daily for the game because I have been really enjoying myself, and since I'm enjoying myself so much and doing so well, I thought I'd show you guys my controller settings and pretty much my entire game settings at this point because, you know, why not share that with you guys? So here today I'm going to be showing you guys my controller settings and my all-around game settings for how I play, what buttons I press, everything like that. I'll even go into my keyboard and mouse stuff because I know that's really important for some people. So let's get right on into it. So of course the first thing we're going to talk about today is controller. That's what this entire video is centered on. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Of course, input aiming is controller, of course, because why not? My edit button layout is actually on tactile because I like pressing R3 to slide instead of circle. I feel like it's better for me, and you know, it helps me play better, so that's on tactical. I don't play flipped. I don't know if anybody does, but I don't play flipped. I feel like that's kind of weird, but hey, you do you if you do that. My stick layout preset's actually on default just because I don't know what it is, so it's actually just on default. I haven't changed it at all. My controller vibration is off. Who likes vibration? I don't know. Both of my stick sensitivities are actually at 4. I find this really good when I need to turn around quickly if there's an enemy behind me, or if I'm sniping and I want to get those quick shots, then I have the perfect sensitivity for it. Why not? I pretty much never touch the sensitivity multipliers in these COD games just because I don't know what they do and I don't understand them, so I pretty much don't ever touch those. But going down to gameplay over here, my aim down sight behavior, my automatic tactical sprint, my equipment behavior, all of this is on the default. The only thing I changed is the automatic sprint to tactical, and that's it. But I really love that on default this is prioritizing reloads, just because in multiplayer I don't feel the need to interact with anything except if it's like, you know, grabbing an ammo box or, you know, something like that that requires me to actually interact with it. I don't think interacting is important. I think reloading in multiplayer is much more important and should be prioritized over pretty much anything else in the game. Over to my advanced settings. My target aim assist, who doesn't have this on? I mean, controller, aim assist pretty much go hand in hand. My aim assist type and my aim assist response curve are actually focusing and linear. I find this really good when I need to make small, slow adjustments to aim at a player, or if I'm sniping and I need to make a small adjustment so I can get that red dot right on the head. Going down to my movement behaviors, all of this, every part of it is actually on default. I have touched none of this stuff, and I found it really good to play with. I found all of these settings really fine. I don't see a problem with them. I don't feel a problem with them, so until I do, I'm keeping them all at default. Pretty much everything beyond my movement behaviors is on default. Everything from combat behaviors all the way down to vehicle behaviors is pretty much on default. I didn't touch any of this stuff. And yeah, I don't really see a reason to, so I'm just not gonna. Coming down just one tab to keyboard and mouse, we have all of the keyboard settings now. All of these settings are on default. I've not played keyboard in this game. I do not need to play keyboard in this game. I think controller is just fine for me in this game. I may not be a controller player at heart, but this game is one game where controller definitely comes in clutch for it, so everything from mouse to gameplay to keybinds, all of this stuff is on default. Going down to my graphics, everything that makes the game look good is on high. Everything that makes the game look terrible is turned off or turned to the lowest setting. Like on-demand texture settings, I actually have this turned on to the highest degree. My world motion blur and weapon motion blur are both off, so is film grain because that's horrible. My depth of field is on. I love that. I don't know what this is or means, but I'm gonna turn it on because it seems like it does a good job at what it does. I don't know what it does, but you know, actually let's test out. What does this do if I turn this all the way up? You know, I feel like coming from Warzone to this game, from 80 FOV to 120, I needed to spoil myself, so I put this all the way at 120, and my god, is the difference freaking noticeable. My movement is so much better, my gunplay is so much better, everything I do in this game is so much better than in Warzone, just because I get a better FOV. It's actually amazing how much more I can see and how much more I can do based on how wide my screen is. I mean, you wouldn't think it's a big issue, but if you're a PS4 or an Xbox One player coming from old gen, I mean, you're gonna notice the difference. It's a big difference. It really is. I'm not even joking. So my sound and audio, I don't know why this is important, but I feel like I should show it anyway. So my headphone is actually on bass boost. I just love the extra low end, the explosions I can hear. Everything sounds so much more detailed with the bass on. Every sound is at 100. I want to hear every detail of this crispy, beautiful game. Well, there you have it. Those are all my settings in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, the brand new COD game that has just released a few days ago. If you guys have any questions, any concerns, anything you want to tell me, or maybe any tips and tricks I can learn to maybe improve my game and my settings, leave it down in the comments below, and I will be sure to read every comment, and even I'll reply to some of them. Maybe I'll heart your or like your comment. You'll never know unless you comment. So comment. You know, even if you don't want to put words in there, put an emoji down there. And while you're down there, press the like button, because you're a great person.